All right, so Charlamagne the God is upset at Democrats. Why are you upset with Democrats, buddy? Why? Because they're going to be saying things that I already know.
No, it's not media attention.
Oh, what is it?
Chris is a Democrat.
Yeah.
You know what Democrats do? They don't listen to what people are actually into.
I'm like,
They focus on what they're into.
What they feel.
So fuck if the people are going for Bernie.
Yeah.
No, let's push Hillary.
Yeah.
No, not Mondani. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I voted for Bernie.
I know. I'm not talking about you.
I know. I get it.
You know what I mean?
You're talking about the party.
Right,
the party will put whoever they want to put as the candidate, even if the people rebuke it. And
they're right now,
bro. I know
in our hands.
It's crazy.
Is the Epstein thing that Democrats should never stop talking about? And I'm watching these talking heads on TV that are Democrats saying, "Why do people care about this?" I was like,
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A.
I think
the future Democrats have to throw the old regime under the bus. We know for a fact in those Epstein files, if there's anybody from the Democratic Party in there, which I'm sure it is, it's all old regime.
Facts.
I guarantee you it's all old regime. Bye. Run them over with a truck. I don't give a fuck who it is. If you're an old regime, you got to go. Therefore, the younger people, like I said earlier, the Ro Khannas, the AOCs, they should be constantly holding on to the Epstein files, constantly bringing it up, and constantly demanding that they get released. And
AOC is not going to do that because that's going to upset Mama Bear. AOC is not going to do that because that's going to upset Mama Bear. Look, a lot of these people kept on, and here's the thing. A lot of these comedians are starting to realize, a lot of these big time podcasters now too, especially their actions in 2024, especially those that got on board the Trump train, a lot of them are realizing like, oh, they might have got played and used. And not to mention, especially those that went to bat for the Democrats, like Charlamagne the God. Hey, he said a few things about supporting Kamala Harris and Biden and all that jazz. These Democrats don't care. And everyone's all upset about it. Well, we here at Heartland's Media have been speaking truth to power for the last, 8 freaking years. 8 years. 8 years. 8 years. 8 years. No, I mean, seriously, 8 years talking about this. I mean, I've been in the trenches for so long. I don't even know if I could do this anymore sometimes. Sometimes I go a little crazy. And sometimes I wonder, okay, you're talking about what the Democrat Party should do. Well, AOC is not going to do the right thing. I mean, hell, you got AOC upset at people on the left because they're calling her out for, I don't know, her BS actions and doesn't like being corrected. So, no, she's not going to jump on the Epstein files. Have you heard AOC talk about it? No, probably not. I mean, maybe she'll go along with the party vote because right now it's politically expedient for the Democrats to do so. But they're not going to get rid of the old leadership. I mean, they still got Chucky Boy Schumer. I mean, look, they kept Dianne Feinstein around. Nancy Pelosi needs to go. I mean, my goodness. We did a video of her just walking around on her crutches like, And that's supposed to be one of the most powerful people in the Democrat Party. And no, I don't think just because she's not House Speaker doesn't mean she's still not using her power. I mean, come on. Okay? It's fascinating to me that these larger podcasts, you know what this is? They're also trying to fix the damage and what they have said in 2024, like even on the left and on the right, And we could go deeper into this because, for example, you got like politicians and you got other people like Tim Dillon. You got comedians like Joe Rogan or Tim Dillon or everybody else now trying to say like, oh yeah. Well, the Epstein files and everything else, the Epstein files. Here's our perspective. Here's our take on it. And to which I got to say, well, gee, it's rather convenient that right now, all of you are realizing that a lot of you got played and had and got tricked around. And it goes for the left and the right. Democrats and Republicans. And these podcasters are just, taking people for a ride. Like, here. While it's not related to the Democrats and how they're failing. It is somewhat related. Only 29 seconds. Only 29 seconds.
I just want to add, when Bondi said we have 10,000 hours of video, she said we have 10,000 hours of video. I had dinner last week with the vice president. He told me that was commercial pornography. They do not have videos of any powerful person in a compromising position. That's the party line that they're going with. If that's the case, why would Pam Bondi call it evident?
They're all speculating now. All right? They're all speculating now. He had dinner with the VP. You know, I'm just going to say this. Having dinner with the vice president, I have to raise an eyebrow. Like, what, a politician won't lie to you even if they're vice president? I mean, come on. And I know, Kurt Boss, you're saying Tim isn't pro-Trump, but I'm saying I'm taking everything with a grain of salt. With this, not a grain of salt. You know what? I'm keeping good arm's length away from this administration, because when you say you have the evidence here, because right now I see what's going to happen. More blame is going to be put on Bondi. More till they let her go. They might fire her, maybe speculatively, maybe they would. And the Democrats trying to, initiate real change. Well, if the Democrats really want to initiate real change, like real power, real fight, they would need to, I don't know, be real aggressive in their fights. But they don't have that dog in them because they got the marching orders from the leadership. That's the truth of it. Okay? And I would expect more from people who seem to be shocked that Democrats just don't know what they're doing anymore. And oh my goodness, I think it's Scam Likely calling me. Scam Likely, or maybe this is it. This is how I get taken out. I'm talking too much. But if anything does happen, know that I love you and miss you. Who's calling me on my phone of all times? Who is calling me right now? Who is that Pokemon? But in regards for everything that we're seeing, I just find it fascinating. Now people are just sitting down and talking like, oh, here's what the Democrats need to do. I've been there before. I saw it with the Justice Democrats. I saw it with Brand New Congress. I saw it was our revolution. And to a lot of the Trump supporters out there who are upset with Trump and the way he handled Epstein, I mean, my goodness. I mean, yeah, welcome to the club. This is how it's done. I've been through this before. And you know what? All of you are welcome to join us. All of you are welcome to be part of this movement for a better future. Break away from these politicians and break away from these larger podcasts that are telling you, oh, yeah, no. Trust Trump, trust Democrats, trust this, trust that. Post duopoly through and through. Break it. What does Scam Likely want from me? I don't know. But here's what we want for ourselves. Real honest integrity. Real truth. Break away. Break away from the system.
It is the best $3 billion investment we make. Whether or not in Israel, the United States of America would have to invent an Israel to protect her interest in the region. The United States would have to go out and invent an Israel.
I don't mean to sound alarmist, but most of what they let you read is garbage. Most of it's designed to warp our minds until subconsciously you find you'll take the time to lick their boots free of grime and wipe their minds free of tarnish. Oil is the centerpiece, a body count of millions is the garnish. So how's it feel to know we funded every carcass? That every year our taxes pay for carpet bombing Gaza under shroud of darkness? Or that we spend enough a year to house and feed each homeless person in the streets on turning families in apartment buildings in the Middle East to bloody craters full of charred garments? And our media is silent at best. At worst, they can find it in themselves to call war crimes clashes and label children burned to ashes terrorists who played a stupid game and reaped the harvest. And every time we try to paint the truth, the news sends their slugs to suck off all the varnish and distort it into something harmless. See, the media will hang you by your feet and keep you half asleep. So yes, I'm here to set you free, but freedom won't be sweet because you'll fall 1,000 feet when I come cut you out your harness. They say those who dream the deepest fall the farthest. They also say that home is where the heart is. But if home for you is Gaza, Netanyahu's got you painted as a target. Perhaps it's not the impact, but it's what you see when falling that will hit the hardest. Maybe it's the sound of all those children crying out in those apartments that will hit the hardest. Maybe all those little bodies scattered in the dirt will hit the hardest. Maybe seeing human lives assigned such little worth will hit the hardest. Maybe it's the knowledge that you're paying for the darkest of atrocities committed on this earth that will hit the hardest. Maybe it's the knowledge that we give 10 million a day to oppressors who possess the kind of Medicare you'll die in debt before you see that's gonna hit the hardest. Maybe then you'll see you've always had more in common with the commoners whose slaughter we fund every day in Gaza than our senators and bosses. Maybe then you'll see our country never had a conscience. Maybe then the retroactive guilt will make you nauseous. Maybe what hits harder than the impact is the act of being conscious, of knowing your complicity and helplessness to try and stop the bloody deeds of Congress. And that no matter who's in office, America preserves its foreign interests by whatever means its greed demands, however monstrous. You see, we'll always need a place to drain our contras. And Biden's got a backup plan should harm befall the Holy Land. Wipe it off the map, he'll draw it back on with an iron hand. He demands an Israel or reasonable effigy to exercise democracy and colonize the Middle East. Regardless of the human cost of phosphorus atrocities, bought and paid with money they rerouted out the budget for the non-essential things like ever making Flint's water clean. So maybe what hits hardest is the day you see this country for its actual priorities. And nevermore no honest peace attempting sleep. Maybe then you'll look at politicians making speeches like a blood-encrusted beast espousing destiny to empty seats and fellow leeches. As the gauntlet of democracy extends its brutal reach, like a giant wave of trash come to crash on foreign beaches. Maybe build a base, throw a flag down and heavily pollute the region. Rape your ecosystems, gut your fauna and congratulate you on your new allegiance. Oops, we mean alliance. This is something mutual unless you're non-compliant. We stole something crucial on which you can be reliant. So maybe what hits hardest is the centrist saying both sides need to stop the violence. And those would be the very same centrists saying we should all accept police brutality, who hem and haw and clutch their fucking pearls and spend their time condemning riots. But very soon will come the day the centrists all get censored like the rest of us, and pious as they'll try to be, they won't stay quiet. But they'll just end up shouting in the void that they were also quick to render us subscribers. And it will be too late to light the fires. So far away tonight, they burn the spires of a region set ablaze for which you've paid for every pyre. Which is why your checks weren't all $600 higher. And call it foreign interests or American desires. This is why your checks weren't all $600 higher. Far away tonight, they burn the spires of a region set ablaze for which you've paid for every pyre. Call it foreign interests or American desires. This is why your checks weren't all $600.